I decided to do something different, something crazy, something stupid. I'm gonna choose a game at my local RedBox and review it, regardless if it's good or bad. So today we're gonna be reviewing Murdered Soul Suspect, made by Airtight Games. They have made games like Dark Void and Derp Bike. Not really a games list that really inspires a purchase, does it? Even though it really is an interesting concept. It also doesn't help that the studio closed down right after Murdered Soul Suspect was made, and all that's left is a blowout sign for office equipment. Let's hope this game is airtight.
The story takes place in Salem, Massachusetts, where Detective Ronan O'Connor is tracking down a serial killer called the Bell Killer. According to the intro, Detective Ronan is from the streets.
Grew up on the streets.
Wait, if you're from the streets, that means you would have to be black. The game begins when you find the Bell Killer and he kicks your butt and throws you outside of an apartment window. Of course, Ronan tries to be all cool and all and tries to shoot the Bell Killer before he goes, "Now you're a ghost," and then boom, long dead wife appears.
Let me take it. Let me take a selfie.
She says in order for us to be together again, you have to take care of some unfinished business that could be tying you to the real world. Or you can't ascend, or cross the bridge, or get to the other side, or move on, or go to heaven, or say what's up to the big homie G. And if you just give up or don't let go of what's tying you to the real world, you might turn into a demon. You might. So Ronan's unfinished business is solving his own murder. I know this is the type of awesomeness that you would love to have on some toast in the morning. And can we all appreciate that the first thing he tries to do is solve his murder? Can we all appreciate that? Because if I was a ghost, solving murders would be the last thing on my mind. When it comes to the gameplay, I'm kind of unsure of what this game is supposed to be. Most of the time, you're killing demons or doing investigations. For some reason, the wiki of this game says this is a stealth adventure game. Yeah, the joke here is you're playing as a ghost and it's a stealth adventure game. I'm guessing it's talking about when you hide from demons. And yeah, sure, pressing one button to jump from one hiding spot to another doesn't qualify the game as a stealth game. But let me explain, there's going to be certain parts of the games where demons are going to be roaming around. Most of the time it's a better option to just kill them to progress, because if you try to run through them, you're gonna have a bad time. In order to kill them, you're gonna have to get behind them and press a quick time event that changes each time. You have to wait in these portals for your chance to jump out on a demon and tickle them. If a demon does see you, you have to jump back into a portal or you will die. You can also distract the demon with a conveniently placed ghost crow. Yep, you heard right, just a randomly placed crow, just right there all the time throughout the whole game. It's just a randomly placed crow. These parts of the game were just not fun to play. It's a frustrating cycle of waiting a monster to turn around. You run, you kill it, the other monster sees you, and then you run and spam the hide button over and over till the monster just gets disinterested. Then you just rinse and repeat. And you're gonna do it. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'm tired of this section of the game. I'm just gonna try to run through and make it to another hiding spot so I can just run past all these demons. Don't do it, because you're just gonna be out there. They're gonna see you and they're just gonna suck the soul right out of your body. Body?
Your soul is mine.
For investigations, when you start winning the game, you'll see how many clues you need to discover at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. To discover clues, all you have to do is walk up to an object and press one button. It will reveal a short description over the object, which is their memory residue. These clues will sometimes lead you to see other people's memories that will help in the investigation progress. Sometimes you have to possess people to get the last few clues from either reading their minds, peeking through their eyes, which makes no sense, or influencing them to do an action. Once you get all the clues you need, you can finish the investigation and continue the story. Wait, is he smoking a cigarette? He's dead. This is possible. How is he smoking? What brand is it?
Is this the world we live in?
Now, before we continue, let's lay out some ghost ground rules that the game gives you. When you die, your strengths in life are stronger in death. They become powers, and that's why Ronan can influence people. Ghosts can obviously smoke when they're dead. So Jamaicans should be happy. Bob Marley must be blazing it. Ghosts can walk through anything except other ghost objects and house front doors.
Watch it, lady.
In order to get inside of a house, you have to wait for someone to go inside. But once you're inside, you can walk through everything. But they leave out the part where you can't magically fly through floors in a building. You would need to take the stairs or possess a cat. No, I'm serious. You possess a cat in this game. And let me say something. Best part of the game. Which leads me into the next thing. This game takes place in an open world town filled with locked doors. To its credit though, it's filled to the brim with tons of collectibles that reveal more of the story for those who, still read. So yes, there will be backtracking, but it's not going to be to the point that you're noticing it. My problem is that I wish it wasn't open world. It feels like the only reason why it was open world was because of the collectibles. It's just a big empty town filled with uninteresting NPCs with repeating dialogue.
Should really look up all this history stuff. When were those trials? 1800s? Should really look up all this history stuff. When were those trials? 1800s?
Even all the cops think the same thing. Apparently all cops are honest, goody two-shoes white guys.
Gotta have faith in the department. Cops gotta stick together. Cops gotta stick together. Gotta have faith in the department.
No, seriously, there's only one black guy in the whole precinct. He's like an Easter egg. I think Murdered would have been a better game if it was a linear experience. Maybe they would have had enough time to actually finish the game. Because it was open world, the main town hub had to be smaller, which breaks immersion in a detective story-driven game. The police station, cemetery, church, and all the murder scenes are all within walking distance of each other. And don't tell me that Salem is some small town, okay? I've seen the Google Maps. These things just bring you out of the experience and just puts a frown on your face as you walk through this wasteland of collectibles. Even when you try to go to the next location, it asks you if you want to go to the next area. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does. Maybe it's because it does it for everything, like in the dialogue options. Every time you pick a dialogue, it loads up a cutscene with poor audio transitions.
Maybe you won't get trapped here.
What do you mean, gifts? Strengths become abilities. Who are you? Looks like you've been here a while.
Others can do it for you. Some questions for me.
Door just hit me, but I'm passing through other stuff.
It will all seem logical in due time. It will all seem logical in due time. It will all seem logical in due time.
It really feels more like an interactive graphic novel than a detective mystery stealth game. I mean, haven't you played the detective elements in Batman and LA Noire? The gameplay in Murdered is just straight up meh. To the point that you don't want to complete all these other side quests and find out how all these other ghosts died. It's a dang shame because after finishing this game, after I just accepted what this game is, it really wasn't that bad, because the pretty decent story carried the weight of the poor gameplay. Yes, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Despite most of the dialogue of the people being lifeless, there are some really good stories here.
Of course the guys didn't believe her. Hell, I didn't either. Till I saw it with my own eyes.
Did she find this as creepy as I do?
Oh, no. She never knew. Where's the fun in that?
So you stalked her?
I was the only one who appreciated her. I never killed him. I never killed any of them. I left that up to my pigs.
The relationship and chemistry between the two main characters is actually great and on point. It's a shame it wasn't fleshed out a little bit more. And also you can play as a cat! And you just can't forget the gangster walking demons.
I can act like an animal, ain't nothing to it. Gangster rap made me do it.
At the end of the day, what can I say? It was an okay game. The story could have been a lot better, but the gameplay kind of dragged it down a bit. So the story kind of suffered in result. If you want to play this, I would recommend the same thing I did, using a rental service.